Recording in progress. Hello, Georgia.
Hi.
So I'm going to just do a short introduction, although Georgia and I can just be freeform. But given that I'm actually going to share some of this content about the process of starting to write new songs for an album, I thought I'd do a little introduction. So Georgia Train is with me today. Georgia is my musical mentor and worked with me in all sorts of ways on my second album and at the launch and everything. So from vocal coach to producer to musical director at the launch and so on. And we've worked with each other a little bit since then. And now Georgia is helping encourage me on this next stage of my musical adventure into what we're presuming is going to be a third album. And it's very much at the start of it, really, of the journey. And I felt that it would be quite an interesting process to document and share how I go about writing new songs for an album, which may be very different to many other people. Really, absolutely from their infancy through to hopefully whenever they're produced and performed for the first time, which is something that I don't think we see very often. So basically, my new songs are in their infancy. I've got 4 or 5 bubbling at different stages. So what we're doing today, Georgia and I will check in every couple of weeks to see where I'm getting to. Last time you said go away, see if you can come up with some chords, but also see if you can work out a verse to go with what we're considering a chorus at the moment. And I think I've come up with a tune that could be the verse. So it might be quite interesting to listen to that, listen to the two things together, maybe just listen to them separately or whatever, and see if they will work together. I don't know, maybe it's a good place to start. So I have got, so all my stuff I sort of work out, because I don't play an instrument and so on, I work stuff out in a very basic way on GarageBand, so I'll tend to come up with a beat or a little vibe or something. So all these songs are related to freedom, some type of freedom. And this particular one we're calling, at the moment, Freedom D. It does have a bit of a title, but we'll just call it Freedom D. So if I play the bit that's, so I didn't edit this together terribly well, but we can listen to the little verse melody that I recorded into my voice memo after you've heard the two things put together. So the first section, which we're calling a chorus, I had already recorded into this just with a little click sort of thing. So here we go. Hopefully you can hear it. If not, shout. I'm going to sing. Wasn't part of the plan. Dancing with you on cobblestone, streets fill up with people strolling hand in hand, voices playing, ricocheting, hips sway to the band. I'll forget what the next ones are. Dancing with you on cobblestones, streets fill up with people trailing hand in hand, faces glowing, tempo growing, freedom across the land. Do-do. There you you go, you get a free gig.
We should have got technology. We should have just stuck with
technology. Who needs technology?
Brilliant.
So anyway, so basically, just to sort of explain a little bit behind this song, it is a bit bluesy, a bit, what did we say? A bit of swing going on and things. And there was also a little bit of sort of some early Elvis that was inspiring this as well. And I can kind of hear a cowboy clip-clopping along a little bit. And actually that verse, there are little elements of that where I can almost sort of see, the start of an old John Wayne Western or something. So, but I don't know where it came from. Obviously I had the chorus, and then that little, it was just what I call a musical doodle that came into my head, and I just recorded into my phone. So that's how I came up with that. So do they work together, Georgia, is the question.
I think they do. They work perfectly together. And it's kind of got, I think the thing that you're visualizing, the sort of John Wayne kind of reference, is that it's got a certain speed, which has a swag to it, doesn't it? It's got this sort of swaggering along the street kind of pace to it. So I think that's going to be really important when we come to actually develop this into a song, because the moment we start trying to speed this up, it will lose that vibe. So making sure that we kind of keep it this tempo so that you keep that feeling of the swaggery kind of, quite slow paced beat. I think, so the do section, let's just be clear. So that bit, I'm pushing back a little bit, but are you 100% sure that that's your chorus, or is there something else to come off the back of that? Do you hear a section 3?
I think there will be a section 3. I just haven't got to it. So the bit that has words, I'm calling the chorus, but
okay. So
that's slightly repetitive, isn't it? So I almost go through that twice, but yeah. I changed the lyrics and the last 2 lines of each time round. So that's a little bit for me. Well, it could, again, if we call it, maybe it's better to call them sections A, B, and C rather than choruses and verses, and then work that out.
Because traditionally the chorus wouldn't be that length, it wouldn't be that long, and also it wouldn't change ideally that quickly. I mean, you might have one alternative.
Me, you're talking to Josh. Stick to rules. Okay.
See, that's where I feel like that is more a verse than it is a chorus. And then your do section was actually about half the length. It was
more of a chorus.
That could be more of a chorus. Yeah. Or it might be devil's advocate speaking here, but it might be that you haven't actually written the chorus yet. It might be that what you thought was the chorus ends up being the verse. Because I do hear there is room for a third development.
Yeah, definitely.
Something quite simple, chanty, and maybe a little bit higher.
I think that takes it somewhere higher, probably. It soars a little bit somewhere.
Yeah, soaring. I was just about to say, I feel like we haven't hit the moment where everything just kind of flies yet. And that for me will probably be what I expect to hear in the chorus. So we should start calling these section A, section B, and section C. So I think the challenge for you to go away this week is to find that third section that soars now. And it needs to stay super simple, because already you've got quite a lot of stuff actually going on. There's quite a lot of notes in both the sections that you've written, and they're long sections because of the pace of the music. Everything's quite long and drawn out. So actually in this third section, it would be really nice to just have, 2, maximum 4 lines that are almost identical in terms of their like melodic kind of shape and contour, so that it's super memorable.
Yeah.
I've probably said this to you before, but I always think that a good chorus, a really good chorus, is something that can be easily remembered by a child or can be sung back by a football crowd,
Yeah.
And I think we want something simple, something soaring. Yeah, you're absolutely right, because everything has also been within a sort of limited range.
Yeah.
So let's take it up and let's
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So that's that one. It's a good session. I've really enjoyed that. And I'm going to clock off now to go and edit this, because we are going to make this available in its entirety. I might, it depends how painful the techie issues was. And Marg popped up at one stage as well, which was quite amusing, our technician. But so I'll see how that is. But I'll also be trying to edit it down to a sort of vlog-sized episode as well, which I'm going to try and put out this evening.
And will we record our face-to-face session as well?
I don't know. We can think about that. I hadn't necessarily planned on it. I just thought this would be I thought it would be quite easy to record this Zoom conversation. So we'll see.
Oh, we got something.
A bit of singing as well, which is quite interesting. So thanks, Georgia. Thank you to those people who are going to tune in and be watching this. And I hope you've found it interesting and enlightening, and that you'll continue to tune in to this vlog series and see how I get on with this latest project. So thank you very much, Georgia, and thank you everybody else.
Cheers.
Bye for now.